I hope some of you guys tuned in from yesterday's video to today, because today is a continuance. I said in yesterday's video, we're hoping to find a spot on the Ohio River, possibly to fish. Well, I'm in the town of Rising Sun, and I'm down here on the levee. We're going to walk all the way up through here, see if we can find a halfway decent spot to fish. My wife's in the way. That's okay. So we're going to walk up here and just take a look and see what we can find. Now back a couple weeks I did scope out a spot local to us on the Ohio River to fish. But after Angie and I got to talking about it, I wasn't too into it. Yeah. Nothing wrong with it, it's just I wasn't too keen on fishing there. So I got to thinking, I was like, you know what? We could find a spot here at the Ohio River and Rising Sun. I bet you it might be kind of clean. Well, let's look at this spot right up here. You see this thing right here? That's for docking a boat. My wife just informed me that's what they call mooring. If you want to know what mooring's about, watch yesterday's video. There's a word on a sign I did not understand, and that's what that means, docking a boat. But yeah. Oh, that looks gross. Oh guys, I shouldn't really show you this, but we're going to. So before I show you this, if you have a weak stomach, fast forward a little bit. Well, I'm not going to get right up and close and personal. See that bottle right there? It looks like a bottle somebody peed in. That's just gross. I started to say this wouldn't be a bad spot, but wouldn't be a bad spot at all. Oh, there's another spot up here. With this being the Ohio River, it's untelling what you might find. Looks like somebody had a fire there. I mean, it could be a little bit of anything down here since the Ohio River. Oh my God. Well, this ain't really a bad spot right here. It's just really rocky, which ain't bad. I don't want to sound too picky, but honestly, walking on stuff like this, I've had way too many close calls. Way too many. And what the heck is this? Oh, that's a shirt. Or is that a shirt?
Looks like a blanket.
Oh, it's a blanket. From back there, it looked like a burnt up coal. On the way up here, we ran through a little bit of rain. And it was weird because I should have got it on video. We could see it in the distance. We could see the rain in the distance. Then we ran through it. It was like about maybe 3 minutes of heavy downpour. Then just like that, somebody turned off the water. It was really neat. It was really neat. It really was. Okay. Huh. Let me show you where I'm at. What we're doing is we're looking up and down the side of the river. All the way down. Now down yonder that way, there's a fisherman. There's one down a little bit further than that. And that's what we're doing. Up and down the river. Huh. Angie's going further, so let's follow her. Don't want to sound picky when I look for a place to fish, but in a way I am. I'm going to be honest, I am picky. First and foremost, I don't really care to walk on top of rocks like this. That's just an accident waiting to happen with me. And I also like it to be semi-clean. Yes, I know not every place you go to fish is going to be semi-clean. What I'm talking about is no piss bottles. Yeah. Pretty much every place we fished at was clean. Pretty much. There's only one place that had the rocks, and that was the dam. But yeah. I'm not really seeing anything that's jumping out to me. Maybe down here. Alright guys, we're not really feeling it, at least not this part. There's nothing wrong with fishing here, just not feeling it. So, we're going to go ahead and head back to the car, discuss a few things, and I see you maybe in a couple hours. I still want to show you what I got. So, once we figure out what we're doing, I'll let you know then. After a lot of trial and error, we still may fish the Ohio River one day, but not now. We're going back to the trusty boat docks. We're going to fish there, or at least we're hoping to. We haven't never fished the boat docks of the evening time, but it's the first time for everything. So we'll see you there. If not, we'll try Waterway. If not, we may not fish tonight. Okay, we're at the boat docks. Now, normally we fish on that platform right there. If I got to looking, you know, you got a bunch of weeds. Let's walk over there for a second. You got a bunch of weeds and stuff. Yeah. Which probably wouldn't be a problem fishing, right? But you know, the last time we fished here, now look at that, see? See them bubbles right there? If it's anything is correct about what Luke, see, there's all over. You know, it could be turtles too. That could be carp or turtles, but anything that catfish and carp do is correct. This is carp. Now I'm going to get to that here in a minute, but let me show you where we're fishing at now. Last time we came fishing here is where I'm going to show you now. And this is the day that the conservation officer came up, checked our license, and told us about the one spot. But we're about maybe at the most 20 feet from the platform. We're right here. The only downside here is last time we fished here, we caught nothing but turtle after turtle after turtle. But you guys want to see what we got? Would you like to see something we added to our arsenal of fishing? Here it is. That's right, we got a fold-up wagon. Makes life so much easier because our car is parked. We go out to this way, up that way, and down that way, and wherever that way is where we're parked. So this right here makes life so much easier. I'm only going to put the fish on here if they're monster fish. If not, we're going to talk a little bit about Angie's dough ball and whatever else we can think of. If you remember back a couple months ago when Angie and I first started fishing, you kind of seen our setup then, right? Look at it today, guys. Right here's where I'm sitting. I got two poles that's getting ready to go out. One's got a worm, the other one's got a dough ball. Let me tell you something about this dough ball right here. This dough ball right here, Angie finally locked on to an awesome recipe. This right here, pretty much all it is cornmeal, flour, and we think the key recipe to this is sugar-free black cherry jello. Yeah. See, I'm not one of these people that fish and not tell my secrets. But I'm going to tell you, ever since we started using this dough ball, and Angie's already got her line out, ever since we started using it, we've been catching carp left and right. So we're going to see how they work in here. Yeah. Alright guys, I'll get back with you. Let me get some fishing in. Just received notification. My wife told me one of her friends that she used to work with by the name of Marilyn said we have permission to fish at her pond. Now, if we are allowed, I won't say anything where this is at. It'd be totally kept secret, but when it cools down, we have permission to fish at her pond. How awesome is that? I love people. I do. Well, I love all my wife's friends. They're super. Alright, I got my lines out, and it's about, what time would you say it is? About 5:30?
Yep.
It's 5:30. I'm hoping to start getting bites, and there's bubbles right where my line went out at. That might be carp. I'll be back. There's a lot of boats out today. That whole whole parking lot out there is filled. So we'll probably see a lot of boat activity as it gets later. I'm not sure how late we're staying. We still got to get supper in tonight. I still got to edit you guys up. I got to edit 2 days worth. And I still got dishes tonight. Yeah. But yeah. Want a view of the creek. I can't even speak, Ange. I've showed it before, but this is Tanner's Creek, guys. It's beautiful. Alright, Angie's going to show me a picture of this pond, and hopefully soon we get activity. Now, yesterday we was at Versailles State Park. I run with 2 pulls personally. Angie has her pull. And usually when I'm getting a bite or I'm working on something or whatever, if I get a bite on the pull, I want Angie to be able to tell me which pull is getting a bite. So the easy way to do that is name your pulls. This pull right here, it's a Ozark Trail. I'm naming this one Roscoe. Now this one right here, which is a newer pull I just got, which is a oh shoot,
Guggen Squad.
a Guggen Squad. I'm named this poo. My gosh, Angie, I can't even speak. I named this pool Lucifer. I call it Lucy for short. I promise I learned to speak, guys. I learned to speak.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, I thought you had another snag.
No.
So we named the pools, and hers called Lilith. Lily.
Not Lilith.
It's called Lily. So that way, when she says Roscoe's getting a bite, or Lucifer's getting a bite, or Lucy's getting a bite, yeah, I call it Lucy more than Lucifer. We know what pool. Oh.
It's quicker to say Lucy.
Yeah. You feel that breeze?
I do.
We get all the sun somewhat behind the clouds. Praise God for that. I'll be back. I picked up a dirty little habit fishing lately. If there's other fishermen that come near us or anything like that, I always like to see what their poles look like. I'm always curious about their poles and how they fish. It's a dirty little habit I picked up. We got neighbors on the right side of us over there. They're just now coming in to fish for the evening. I wonder how this place does in the evening. I know morning times over there. Right there. It's good. That's I caught a bass over there. Caught a lot of fish over there. That's the first place Angie and I fished when we started back fishing. Where I'm at now, last time we was here, we caught turtles. 4 turtles, 4 or 5 turtles, and 1 little baby bluegill. So maybe this evening I'm wanting to catch a good sized carp. Just saying. We're hearing thunder in the background. Should we be concerned? I didn't get Liberty Reservoir on video yesterday. I wanted to get that yesterday. That's where we went last night. But I couldn't do it because the wind was horrible. And there was some people with children that was fishing real close to us. It just wasn't feasible. But I'm here to tell you, we had to leave there last night because of the lightning. Lightning streaks was coming down, and with all these lightning rods we have called fishing poles, not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. But we're hearing thunder in the background. But if you look at it, it's a nice, beautiful, hot, sunny day. It's so dang awesome. I love it. Okay, that's it for this evening, guys. We was getting bites on the worm. Nothing on the dough ball, which is very surprising because the last few times we used it, it was getting bites more than the worm was. But we're tired. Gotta go home. Go get supper, make supper. I gotta edit you guys up and do dishes and get a shower. Gonna start my busy week. So guys, until next time, thanks for watching. It means more to me than I could ever possibly express. So we'll catch you tomorrow. Come on, let's get out of here.